Welcome to this week's CoronaSDK App of the Week.
Don't get mad, get media. MadPod. Rare celebrity interviews, indie music, madpod.com. Your global audio internet connection. Coming up on madpod.com.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Jay Dolly with you, madpod.com. And welcome to this week's CoronaSDK App of the Week. And this week we have Mark from UnicornLabs, and the book is called Jolly and Roger's Misguided Adventure on iPad. This week's CoronaSDK's App of the Week on madpod.com.
Don't get mad, get media. MadPod. madpod.com.
All right, welcome to CoronaSDK App of the Week from Ansca Mobile, and on the line we have Mark Segal, correct, from UnicornLabs?
Mark Siegel, yeah. I'm a Chief Product Officer of UnicornLabs.
And Mark, how long did it take you to make your App of the Week, which was the Jolly and Roger's Misguided Adventures?
Yeah, so the project was about 120 days of development. Pretty involved because we were working with two really top flight animators, so there's a lot of back and forth in terms of figuring out how best we could capture just the dynamism within the story.
And so why did you choose Corona for your app?
Well, so when we started developing for the iOS platform back in January, February of last year, we were looking at ways that we could, A, accelerate our time to market, B, get leverage from one project to the next, and then C, make it easier and more intuitive when working with creatives, so that they wouldn't need to understand the kind of the nuances of sort of the inner workings of our code. And so we started actually building apps both in Corona and Cocos 2D. And then as we went forward, we found that we just really liked the leverage at the time to market and just kind of the ease of factoring creativity into the process with Corona.
So we noticed that you have a couple winning apps for the apps of the week so far. So do you have any tips and tricks for other developers out there and how to develop your app with Corona, or how to actually become the app of the week? What's your secrets?
Well, so I guess first and foremost, I would say it really comes down to a great story and a great sense of what sort of again, whether it's in these cases these are books, but it could be games, it could be other types of apps. I mean, having a clear sense of what the concept is, what it looks like, what set of problems you're trying to solve, I guess, is first and foremost. Second, is just really a process. We're very big on doing, weekly builds where, everyone on the team gets to see, touch, feel, the product that we're building. So we all get a sense of, is it coming together the way that we expect? And then, thirdly, and, little bit of, bias within this is, because Corona gives us so much that we don't have to recreate the wheel. Where we've been able to focus our juice, so to speak, is by building our own engine for creating interactive ebooks on top of Corona. So just to give you some color to that, in Jolly and Roger, you're dealing in a story of good pirates, bad pirates, a curse, a little boy, and so these characters will, move across the screen. They may get large, they may shake, they may explode. Well, everything that I've articulated is a capability that we've built into our ebook engine, something we call Unicorn Engine for ebooks. I would certainly say if you're in the ebook realm, we're great folks to talk to, but more to the point, if you're looking to build multiple applications, it really serves you well to come at it from a platform perspective, which, number one means choosing something like Ansca's Corona, but number two is, thinking through what are the interaction methodologies, what's the animation going to look like, what, killer effects, be they transitions or sounds, are you going to want to do over and over again? And in our world, like I said, we've built out an engine for doing that, but I mean, a developer that is serious could certainly build out their own set of capabilities. I mean, I guess the last thing I would say is don't ignore and don't forget Android. I mean, one bit of goodness to the Ansca approach is that you're probably looking at 20 to 30% of the redevelopment cost in being able to build an app that's going to run in iPhone and iPod Touch, and then port it, so to speak, for Android environments. Whereas if you did it in Objective-C and then you wanted to move into Java and have to Java to support Corona, you're basically starting from scratch. So I mean that is absolutely a key thing there. And then lastly, get it into the hands of people early and often. I mean, there's just no substitute for See, Touch, Feel. In our case, you're dealing in books and little kids. If the little kids aren't delighted when they play with it, if you don't get the laughs in the right spot, then take the time to retool it, rethink it.
So what's next for UnicornLabs? What's your next project?
Well, our whole sort of path to market, started out, sort of building, a number of different apps across gaming and music and ebooks and what have you. As of probably about a year ago, we really started to focus on ebooks, and the next sort of fork that we're really excited about is taking sort of all this greatness that kids can get in terms of the whole reading experience, and adding a learning layer on top of that, so that you can ask questions and get how you did in terms of your answers. If you're a parent, you can find out how your child is doing, and so. We have a whole product strategy focused on, really trying to, improve the way children learn through this, medium that, is, second nature to any kid that's growing up right now. So that's really where our focus is. And in fact, we'll be announcing something with one of the top 6 book publishers shortly. Pretty significant.
Wow, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
So how do we find you guys on the web?
Well, you can certainly find us at www.unicornlabs.com. In terms of some of the best practices, I maintain a blog for O'Reilly that for a number of years at radar.o'reilly, ROEILLY.com/MSIGAL. And then I also maintain a blog at thenetworkgarden.com. And a lot of perspectives there in terms of lessons learned building apps. I mean, we've been very fortunate. We've had 6 top 25 apps over the past 2 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark, from UnicornLabs. This week's CoronaSDK App of the Week.
Gadgets, gaming, mobile devices, tech news. Don't get mad. Get media. MadPod. MadPod.com.